What's up, y'all? I usually don't come on in this kind of format, but today I had to because so much has been going on this platform, and it is blowing my mind. And I just recall watching YouTube over the last 10 years or so that I've really been active on it, that I find so many interesting things popping up, and it's almost scary. And I go there because of the fact that, I was one of those that was in deep with YouTube. I personally had nearly 500,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel before it was deleted. And that is just a sign of the times. I find that, y'all, and right now I just want to keep it real. I want to talk about life and share stories that, again, my channel was deleted, so this hits close to home. And I know many people out there can actually relate to this, especially if you spend any time on YouTube or following your favorite creators. The thing I want to touch on today is life after YouTube fame, the blessing and the curse of being a content creator. Y'all, now let me start by saying this. The last few years of YouTube have been wild. Some people call it the golden era ending. Others say it's just evolving. Some even say it's even better than it was before, especially for new content creators. I mean, you really have to reinvent the whole wheel, especially if you were accustomed to doing content a certain kind of way. And now today, oh my gosh, it's a totally different ball game. But one thing is for sure, as I said a moment ago, it's been a blessing and a curse for many content creators. Let's dive into it. So let's rewind a bit. Not too long ago, YouTube was the magical place where everyday people, moms, dads, college students, musicians, gamers, you name it, could sit down, record themselves, and share it with the world. And if you were consistent, entertaining, or just so happened to catch the algorithm at the right time, baby, you could blow up overnight. Views turned into subscribers turned into sponsorships, and for many, YouTube became their full-time job. That was me. Sounds like a blessing, right? Well, here's the catch. What happens when those views disappear? What happens when the algorithm changes? What happens when the life after YouTube doesn't look like the dream you once had? In the past few years, I've watched many creators, people with millions of views and hundreds of thousands of subscribers suddenly hit the wall. Their numbers dropped. Their content wasn't getting the push like before. And reality set in. And the one thing is true, bills still have to be paid. Mouths still have to be fed. And the hardest part, many of these folks had to go back to working a 9-to-5. Yeah, a 9-to-5 job after living off of their YouTube success. That's me. But the unfortunate part is right now, your girl can't find a job, okay? A job that's suitable for what I have a background in. It's been difficult. But let me digress and get back to what I was talking about. Imagine the emotional roller coaster from being your own boss, making content at home, to clocking into a job you never thought you'd need again. That's crazy, right? Yeah, but that's reality. And that, my friends, where the curse comes in. Because along with the drop of the views comes something even heavier, the mental toll. So many of the creators I have followed have opened up about depression, anxiety, burnout, even questioning their own worth because their numbers don't match what they used to be. It's so sad. See, the internet doesn't always show the whole story. Viewers might think, oh, they're just not uploading as much as they used to. But behind the scene, many are struggling with their identity, with what their life looks like after YouTube stops paying the bills. But let's not forget the blessing part, because every struggle, there's also a story of growth. Life after YouTube has taught a lot of creators resilience. is force them to explore new avenues, new paths, starting businesses, writing books, going back to school, or even just finding joy in creating content just for the fun of it again, without the pressure of chasing views. Hey, don't misunderstand. There are some content creators that actually found peace in stepping away, and others found strength in branching out to other platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and even podcasting. Life after YouTube doesn't have to be the end. Sometimes it's just a new beginning. So what's the takeaway? For me, it's this. YouTube, like life, is constantly changing. What works today might not work tomorrow. Understood. But if you're building your platform, if you're building your brand or your voice, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. That's been the word for years, right? Diversify, 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 and stay flexible. And most importantly, remember that your worth is not tied to a number on a screen. Life after YouTube doesn't mean life is over. It means life continues, just in a different way. And sometimes that blessing can be disguised as a curse. I think it just pushes us towards something greater. But anywho, that's all I got to say about it. But I want to thank you for tuning in today and definitely pausing to share this time with me. If you've been a creator or simply just followed YouTube creators through the years, I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts? Have you noticed the changes? Have you seen your favorite content creators disappear or switch things up? Anyway, until next time, y'all, feel free to keep creating. I know I am. And please keep living, and remember, no matter the platform, your story matters. I'm Sweet Angel, and I'm signing out for now, but I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.